Most of you might not know this, but Ozempic is currently facing a $2 billion lawsuit for failing to tell its consumers some of the potential side effects that it has, like blindness, stomach paralysis, gallbladder issues, and many more. Anyway, let's get into this video. I'm sure you've heard the hype that people are dropping serious weight on Ozempic, but there's some insane cons that you probably haven't heard about. Ozempic is a semaglutide, a drug that mimics hunger hormones in your gut or your brain, specifically the hormone GLP-1. It also increases the time food stays in your stomach for, meaning you can't eat as frequently. This means it's not a magical fat burner, it's an appetite suppressant and a diet regulator. Now that we know what Ozempic does, let's take a look at some of the studies that have been done on it, looking at the pros and the cons. So here we have a meta-analysis of randomized control trials. This is in people without diabetes, but they are overweight or obese. And it shows that semaglutides lead to roughly 11.5% of body weight loss. Here's another study showing similar things, 10 to 12 kilograms or 10 to 11% of body weight lost, reductions in waist circumference and BMI drops. Now, because of this weight loss, a lot of health indicators in the body improve, like blood pressure, cholesterol levels. Everything that you see in obese people gets better because they lose the weight. This is not because of the drug, this is because of the weight loss. All fun and games, right? No. Let's get into the shit show of side effects that have been studied. Here's a study showing it causes nausea, vomiting, diarrhea or constipation, and it causes a lot of people to drop out of the studies that they do. The long-term effects aren't really well known. Compare this to steroids, where you see people dying in their 30s. Now, I'm not saying semaglutides do this, but they easily could, because the studies haven't been long-term enough. And, you know, when you take steroids, the first 2 years is when you get all the good things, and then the bad things come later, which I'm sure will probably happen with semaglutides. A huge limitation of all of these studies is that the companies that create the drugs fund the studies, so there's massive bias towards good implications. And as we know, America and pharmacology, they don't really mix well, in my opinion. Also, when you stop taking semaglutides, the effects go completely, and many people revert back to their old ways and gain all the weight back. So serious lifestyle changes are required. If you do take Ozempic, you are very much going to be a lab rat, since it's only been out since 2017. I personally would recommend only taking it if you're on the poor extreme side of obesity and time is not on your side. I would highly recommend making the absolute most while you're on Ozempic of locking in on your diet and exercise. It's going to be the easiest during the time period that you're on it, and post Ozempic it's going to help maintain all of the benefits that you get. If you found this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe. Also, if you're thinking of taking semaglutides, this video is for educational purposes only. Go and talk to a healthcare professional. Peace.